If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's going on, y'all, man? Happy Monday. Welcome back to the regular week. We are back with the GMS show. My humble apologies about yesterday. I didn't realize until like 3 o'clock that it was set for yesterday. The show was set for yesterday. I meant to set it for today. And I was sitting there like, oh, shit, it's saying I'm supposed to be live right now. Let me go change this up real quick. So to anybody that popped up yesterday thinking that the show was going to happen yesterday, my bad, sincerely. But you know how it goes. Sometimes we be smoking and we be forgetting. We fuck up sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's a rare occasion. But other than that, I appreciate everybody that's pulling up right now, man. Make sure you tap into the live chat. Let me know you are here, man. Shout out to City. I see you, King Lukey, my Minnesota brother, already in this motherfucker, man. Hey, we have things to talk about, but we start out every show with peace, love, positive energy, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well. GMS fam, the green room, subliminal, what's going on? Hey, today's episode is going to be about common sense. Glittery's in the building. What's going on, girl? Today's episode is going to be about common sense today. And I'm going to try to help people get back to common sense. Now, I know a lot of people got it. I know a lot of people obtain and they already hold that trait within their lives. But there's a lot of people out there that still don't get it and still don't understand certain things when it's happening. I think we're going so much far backwards because of how social media works and the way that people jump to, trying to be the first person to try to have an opinion on something. Not a lot of people stop and think before they make an assumption or make an opinion about something, or have a hot take on something without having every piece of information or even having enough information, period, to even say anything. They read a headline and then they go off and say a bunch of shit about it. Now, one thing I noticed is that one person that shows up in the headlines a lot for a lot of things is Boosie. Now, shout out to Boosie, man. I like Boosie. I think he's a real authentic individual who says what's on his mind and isn't afraid of the backlash that may come, because he understands his fan base, just like other people in other scenarios, like a Corey Holcomb, for instance. You know what I'm saying? He's the type of person where he could say a lot of shit, but it'll be very hard to cancel him because of the cult fan base that he has and the love that people have for him. I feel like the same is for Boosie. Like, Boosie can't be somebody that's canceled. He can tour forever till he's like 90, 100, in the South. Like it doesn't matter. Wherever Boosie show up, people gonna pull up to. He's for the people, in my opinion. That's just what I think. Now, Boosie's daughter decided that she was gonna go on social media to call her father out for taking her car back that he had bought her as a gift for her birthday. Now, I've always said this when it comes to certain people doing this on the internet. And when I mean certain people, I mean either celebrities or their family members. There's always going to be somebody that tries to get out in front of the story because they understand if they're the first person to tell it, odds are people are going to believe their side first. Now, it's hard to do that with somebody that people love, whether or not that person is right or wrong. People are going to jump to the person they love's defense. But in this instance, I think people saw what the play was and what was happening because of the situation at hand. So his daughter put him on blast and said that she will expose him because he confiscated the car he bought her. Listen to some of the things she had to say, because this is the thing that kids love to do. They go to Instagram, they love to try to put their people on blast, try to talk shit without even giving real context. And you could tell when something isn't as bad as they're saying, because they'll say everything else besides what that person actually did to them. They'll just put a bunch of labels on them without actually saying what it is that person did. And when they actually say what the person did, they already put so many labels on them that people are going to put way more on to the situation they did. All he did was take a car away. You would have thought he beat this girl or berated her or called her out her name or never did nothing for her. But anyway, this was what his daughter said, man. His daughter, Tori. She goes, who gives their daughter a car, take it back? On top of that, give her a color she don't even like because you not father enough to remember the little shit about your daughter. Look, first and foremost, I just want to say Boosie has a lot of kids. I do not expect Boosie to remember all them kids' favorite colors, all them kids' favorite foods. At this point, you going to like what you like. And once you have enough money to pay for your own shit, then you get the type of colors and the type of shit that you want. Way too many motherfucking kids for that shit. She said, nigga took the car back just because I left from ATL to help my mom who damn near died or lost her life in a car wreck. But that's y'all favorite rapper, though. I can really run it how he a bitch. Nigga don't want me to air it out. That's another fucked up thing. When people talk about they ready to expose some shit, you either doing this shit to be like, yo, hang something over somebody's head and be like, yo, I got something to expose, so you better chill out. You better stop fucking with me. Or you the type of person that's saying it just to say it. This sounds like somebody that's saying something just to say it. I don't think there's nothing that she could really expose about that nigga in the first place. She also went on to say, and that's not my daddy. He don't deserve the title. You a fan or support him, get the fuck off my page. I don't fuck around. Every time I try to give this nigga the benefit of the doubt or give him a chance to be a dad, he fuck it up. So yeah, that's no longer my father, dad, daddy. All that shit is dead. Don't label me no Boosie daughter. F a nigga. Don't no hoe run in my blood. My mama blood run all through me like she damn near made me herself. Torrance just a sperm donor that ain't my father. Don't act like one never did, only acted like one when he knew props was going to be given or just for social media. Oh, social media loving nigga. I hate niggas. This is his daughter talking about him this way, which is funny because this kind of brings me to thinking about some of the things that other people have said about their baby moms and how their kids turn out. You know, we've heard this same thing with Corey Holcomb when he talked about his baby mom and how now his daughter is just like her. Said his daughter turned right into his mom. And the thing about this situation is you're going to hear a little bit more. You're going to hear Boosie's response. I'm going to tell you what his response was. He wrote out a big response to his daughter. But the thing about that is you often see people give more props to the other parent when they don't agree with what the other parent is doing. And I guess it depends on the severity of the situation. But in this situation specifically, I don't think that this is valid for her to do because of the simple fact that I've seen this kid before. You know where I've seen this kid before? here. I don't think her mom did this for her. I think this was her dad. And listen to the spoiledness of this of the caption. She said, "Nigga wanted me to ride around in an old bubblegum ass car and got mad because I changed it. Bitch, ain't my fault. You got homophobia." Hold up. So if your father gifted you a car that you couldn't buy, or your mom couldn't buy, or nobody around you other than your father could afford to get for you, how are you in the mindset of the person that is mad about the color of the car? I think we've seen this before. You remember Sweet 16 on MTV? Them type of spoiled ass motherfuckers who just are ungrateful as shit, who have been around this shit their whole life, so now they feel like they are entitled to it. Which is hilarious, because it's like, what did changing the car do for you? But get it taken back. But like, if somebody gifted me a car, especially my parent, and they like, yo, at least keep it like this, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do all this extra shit. But you like, no, I got to change the color because I just need it to be me. No, that's not you. That's what you saw other bitches do, and now you want to be like them. And so you willing to disrespect your dad or go behind your dad's back to do some goofy shit, and mad that he don't agree with it because he's the one that put the bread up. Sounds very ungrateful to me. Now, before I show you what Boosie said in response, I need y'all to hear what she said, because on one of her posts, Boosie responded by saying, "Tell the truth. Your mom just put me on child support. That's how that go. You," hold on. Let me read. I gotta read this a little closer. Hold on. He said, "Take y'all lick and wipe your tears." So basically, Boosie's like, you out here telling people I'm doing this because you left for ATL. Tell them the real reason why I did it. Tell them why it really happened. And here's his daughter responding to what her father said. Now, he didn't even disrespect her in that comment. Y'all know how Boosie is. Boosie can turn the fuck up. Boosie can get real disrespectful. But he was very, very in line with a father talking to his daughter online. He didn't cuss her out. He didn't shame her. All he said was, "Take your lick and wipe your tears." Now listen to how this ungrateful, disrespectful ass kid responded to her dad.
This nigga commenting talking about some wipe your tears. Wipe your tears, woo de woo. Do it look like I've been crying, my nigga? I ain't been crying. You just a bitch. You gonna stay one. Then one thing a nigga ain't finna do is I don't even Instagram beef or host the fuck I like Instagram beefing with a nigga who about to be 40 or something like that, cause he lie about his age so much. I don't wanna hit it. That's still your daddy. Woo that nigga ain't my daddy. He's a bitch per bitch. That shit not in my blood. Never been. No hoe ever beat me up. Yeah, none of that. No hoe never knocked me out. Yeah, none of that. Yeah, dumb shit. Ain't nobody ever beat me up. Yeah.
I don't think motherfuckers understand how ridiculously dumb they sound when they talk like that. Like, I don't even chalk that up to Southern slang. I chalk that up to a motherfucker being an ignorant motherfucker. And not just how she said it, but what she was saying. It's the most annoying shit in the world when these little young dumb motherfuckers talk out of the side of their neck, especially to the person that gave them the opportunity to even talk this way in the first place. Now, once again, in typical father fashion, without having to get disrespectful or cuss his child out after she was highly disrespectful, this is how you know, and this is what I mean by bringing back common sense, because you can tell when somebody is all over the place, either lying, not telling the truth in areas, or just making some shit up just to do it because they mad, versus the person that knows what's going on and doing things for a purpose. They're either calm, cool, and collective and can get their words out, can get the actual story out and say what it is that happened, why they did it, and leave it at that, which is what Boosie did. And I want y'all to see this. Boosie says, "I take a car for her leaving ATL? Big lie. She left ATL out of nowhere because she knew her moms had filed child support papers on me. This after I bought you a $80K car. I've always taken care of my children. She wasn't saying this 2 weeks ago when she was in ATL going on shopping sprees every day, and has never said this, but now I'm not a dad. Spoiled. If you go down talk me or down talk your father, talk the truth about your mother who's been arrested over 12 times for stealing and been in and out of jail for her whole life. Your dad always tried to raise you not to be this woman. You called another woman mama the first 3 years of your life. We took care of you when she was in jail. Your mother named you after another man when you was born. I changed your name and took responsibility. When you lived in Atlanta, you went to private schools and excelled under my roof. When she got you, she controlled your mind. What moms let 19-year-old men stay with you when you were 15? What mom and daughter get together to put child support on a great dad, then play like you don't know what's going on? What mom waits till you have 19 months left, you make 18 to file child support? LOL, it's a money grab. Get the fuck out of here. You have no guidance in that household. Stealing, or your grandmother has spent over 17 years of her life in jail for stealing also. In May, for your B-Day, when you got the car and some racks, your mom said I was the best dad in the world. Scratching my head. Take your lick. Y'all tried to play me and got played. Y'all will not be in that 2023 AMG Benz, boo-boo. Y'all know I'm not the one to play with. No lies told at all. People will try to kick you when they think you're down. Now, spoken like a true man that understands his situation. I read all of that and I believed every single word of it, because I don't take Boosie to be the type of person that would gift his child a car and then just take it away for any old petty reason. I think the play was her mom down on her luck with no other option besides working a 9-to-5, which she doesn't want to do as the baby mother of Boosie Badass, decided that she wanted to get back child support payments before her daughter turned 18. Boosie said, fuck all that. If you're going to put me on child support and try to drain me of this money knowing damn well I took care of my child, I'm taking this car back and I'm going to use all the payments I need to pay in the first end of this motherfucker with that car. I'm going to sell that car and I'm going to use the payments that that I paid for that car on this child support payments, because fuck you mean. And you in on it too? The child that I gave the car to, you in on it too, knowing damn well your mama ain't shit? Now you got to hold this L too. Crazy how that happens, huh? He putting it all out there. Like mother, like daughter. That's usually what happens when there's a level of jealousy or envious towards the father of your child when they're in a better place in life and you are stuck down somewhere hoping that they can pay your bills for the next 18 years or however long it is because they don't want to be with you, or you just can't take the fact that you probably got to get it on your own. Also, Boosie just got locked up recently dealing with some bullshit. How come his daughter wasn't like, well, he's dealing with some fuck shit. Maybe he needs to take this car back and sell it. He may give me back later on. I don't know. Maybe understanding the fact that you ain't got to drive around in a luxury car with absolutely no fucking job or no income, fucking around in the streets because you Boosie daughter. Maybe your dad got to handle some legal shit and he need that motherfucking car back. It was cool while it lasted. But I see that you would rather have your daddy locked the fuck up than you'd rather be in a car in a new AMG, all pink, flossing as Boosie daughter while he in jail rather than keeping him out. That was one of the first things I thought about. I was like, Boosie just got out of jail. Boosie dealing with some legal shit. When it just happened, when that first announcement came out that he had got locked up, the very next day we seen a post on Instagram of his Rolls Royce Cullinan on sale. I don't know if y'all remember that, but his Rolls Royce, he put his Rolls Royce up for sale. I didn't see his daughter then. I didn't see his daughter be like, yo, my dad's trying to sell his truck. He's locked up right now. He needs some help. I didn't see her say none of that shit. But as soon as he took the car back, here you go on the internet trying to blast niggas. And it made her, of course, in typical fashion, because that's what people do. When they get out in front of shit but know that they wrong, they'll try to project some shit and be like, I don't care for the people that saying that's still my dad, or if you a fan, get the fuck out of here. Y'all don't know the truth. Those are people that's trying to steer you in a direction of believing their lies. I don't care about when they already start talking about the things that people might say. That's how you know a sign that somebody might be lying about the shit that they talking about. But I gotta hand it to Boosie for keeping it real in this instance, man. He could have really violated his child and his child's mother, but he didn't. And I'm glad he didn't. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. And this is also what Boosie said. He took to Instagram Live, and everybody was like, what you got to say about your daughter? What you got to say? This is also what he said. This is the last thing he actually said, matter of fact.
Any child with who disrespect their father like that, they ain't got nothing good coming to them. I done washed my hands. Any child who that disrespectful, them words come out your mouth, my other children would never. Any child with that much disrespect come out your mouth, you will never have good luck, baby. I just blessed the lady. Man, that lady prayed for me to come here, dog. Man, that's crazy. When all the other restaurants was closed, man, that's God, bro. Man, God don't play, bro. I'm telling you. All you gotta do is call on him and believe in him. You're coming. Had to give her $700 tip, dog. Yeah. Had to, bro.
You know that be good hiding up.
It's hiding that. Lord Jesus Christ. I don't want to talk about that, man. It's over with. I said what I said. I told no lies, bro. A child with a mouth like that would never get a blessing. That to a daddy who been here the whole way. I ain't talking about the whole way. The whole way. You'll never have no good luck. That shows the character of a mother. How could a mother let a child talk like that to a father? That shows the character of a mother.
What up, Meta? I just realized you was in the chat, man. Shout out to Minnesota, man. One of the dopest motherfucking MCs to walk this earth, man. I appreciate you, bro. He said not a Boosie fan at all, but he's right. Any child that speaks like that about her parents, that provides for them, karma's coming. And that's the thing, too. Like, that's why I approach a lot of situations the way that I do now, opposed to how I did, before. I'm not a big food. I love Boosie, but I love Boosie in the way where he's entertaining. I think he's funny. Anything that he has, any personal opinions about anybody or any groups of people, that's where I think a lot of people got it confused when you're a fan of somebody. You don't have to agree with everything that somebody says. As a matter of fact, I think it's more important that you call out the things that you do disagree with if you are fans of somebody, just to let it be known that you're not some biased robot that just follows along with what the fuck people say. If you disagree, whether you like them or not. And Boosie is one of those people where in this situation, and it's funny because now, I'm a parent now, and I know a lot of other parents feel the same way when they see shit like this between, parents and their children on social media. They be thinking to themselves, nigga, all this shit I be doing for this child, and they got the fucking nerve to talk to me crazy like this or to feel this way. And it's crazy because when you were younger, these thoughts may have crossed your mind at some point. You may have thought that your parents are being unfair at certain moments and you wanted to snap out, or you were like, what the fuck is this? And then when you got older and start seeing the world more for what it was, you start to be like, holy shit, why was I trying to give my mom, or why was I trying to give my dad a hard time, man? This fucking world is crazy. This world is crazy. Like right now, my daughter's 10, but I try to make it very known that, when we speak to her about certain things, or when we chastise her about certain things, or discipline her about certain things, she's lucky because, for one, she's never had to get whooped. She's never had to get hands put on. None of that. None of that. The one time in my life that I've ever had to discipline my child physically was a flick to the arm. I flicked her in the arm once. I said, "Hey," and that was because she wound up and hit the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect it. She hit the shit out of me. I was like, "What the fuck was that?" Hey, pop, flick, and immediately I was like, "Oh, man," you know your reaction when you quick to it. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really, you know what I'm saying? I flicked her and I saw a reaction. And she said, "Oh," I was like, "Man, don't be hitting me like that. All right, that was a reaction. I didn't mean to flick you so hard. You know what I'm saying? My bad." But damn, that was like the worst. You know what I'm saying? The worst thing that ever happened. But at the same time, you know, we talk to her more often because I feel like having those conversations stick more in your head than the traumatizing events of having to beat the hell out your child. You know what I mean? And even though some people grew up to be like, "Yo, it helped me," which to me, I didn't get a lot of whoopings as a child, but when I did, I realized that I was wrong for what I did, and, you know, vice versa. And it wasn't that my mom was mean to us or anything like that. We was fucking up. And on top of that, she was a woman raising 3 boys by herself. She had to lay the hammer down at some point. You know what I'm saying? That's just real. She never like beat us or no shit like that, but whenever we would get the belt or get whatever, it was for a reason. It wasn't like a lot of other people that I've seen that just beat their kids to beat their kids. That's just like traumatizing. This shit's crazy. Now, I don't know about Boosie. I don't know how he handles his children, but it seems like the way that he handled this situation lets me know that he's trying to instill something different than the regular or the stereotypical disciplinary ways that, you know, a lot of people grew up doing, especially somebody from the South. So I commend Boosie for handling this situation the right way. I wish he would handle these situations when it comes to other people and other situations or other people's business. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, he would go harder on somebody else that he doesn't know and a situation that he may not have full context about. But when it comes to these situations, it's kind of like he wipes his hands with it. He don't really want too many people in your business. But that's kind of how it goes. You know what I'm saying? If you stay in other people's business and then your business come to the forefront, you can't shy away from it. You really can't. And that's the real that's behind it. Shout out Love Lake. She said, "GMS, just wait till your baby has babies for their own. It's a whole different understanding. They can get real clever at the mouth. It's a hard, beautiful lesson to learn as a parent and graduated too. Yes. And that's one thing that I do think about a lot. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Boosie says something very important that I see everybody, you know, kind of gravitate towards. And that's the people that talk the way that they do or have this type of energy for people that took care of them or did X, Y, and Z for them or have never hurt them or never did them wrong. They have this type of negative energy. You can only hope that God has mercy on you. You can only hope. And those are for the people that believe in God. But I'm just saying, karma's real. Karma is real. I know there's some people out there that don't think it is and can chalk it up to just regular, you know, human events. Cool, but it seems like it comes on time whenever it does, and people always reap what they sow. And one of those people that's definitely gonna reap what they sow is Moriah Mills. Now, Moriah Mills got suspended from Twitter because she would not stop talking about Zion Williamson after Zion announced that he was having a baby with another woman that wasn't her. Now, she made it very clear that she was just out here with Zion because he was tricking and he was spinning that bag. But then when she realized that she wasn't the one that was going to be the one to bear his child and get those next 18 months of child support, she lost her fucking mind. And she went on to expose all types of shit, say a whole bunch of shit about Zion, expose all this, the money that he gave her, exposing messages, tweeting at the NBA, tweeting at the Pelicans, trying to ruin this man's job, trying to ruin his life. She did all this shit for days before Twitter was like, all right, get this bitch out of here. And then she was gone. I don't know about her other social media accounts. I didn't follow her like that. I only saw what was on Twitter. But as far as I know, she was gone. from social media. And then all of a sudden she came back into the scene with shocking claims against Zion Williamson. And I want you guys to hear it before I say what I have to say about this. This is her going on TikTok to claim that Zion beat her.
You guys, I literally did not want to come to the internet, and I'm just tired of saving face for this man that's completely disrespecting me to the world, and I literally have to take this. Every time I come on the internet, people are bashing me because of this man, literally, and I'm tired of it. He knows, he said he's gonna send me $62,000. I have yet to receive that since June. I'm literally here, like, he's literally a liar. You guys,
I think she wants to be white.
He's a liar. He's not who he says.
That's just my opinion.
I literally been saving face. I did not want to come to the world and let you guys know what he has been doing to me my entire relationship with him. He is a woman beater, and the NBA needs to know this. I literally did not want to come to this because I know he has so many endorsements. But Zion Williamson is a woman beater. And the reason he was paying me off is so I won't come to the world and tell everybody.
Let's dissect this video, man. All right? Let's just dissect this really quick. First and foremost, listen to this.
You guys, I literally did not want to come to the internet, and I'm just tired of saving face for this man.
This first part right there, I literally didn't want to come to the internet. Your whole existence for the past month has been you going to the internet. You didn't spare any information when coming to the internet before you got suspended. So for you to try to sit here and act like you didn't want to come to the internet when that's all you've been doing, shut the fuck up. You are a lying son of a motherfucker, and it burns my soul. You couldn't even run to the sink real quick and just put some water under your eye real quick. You couldn't even do that. You couldn't even grab Visine and drop a couple drops in your eyes real quick before you made the fucking video. Oh, goofy ass dummy. Now let's hear a little bit more.
It's completely disrespecting me to the world, and I literally have to take this. Every time I come on the internet, people are bashing me because of this man.
Wrong again. People aren't bashing you because of him. They're bashing you because of you. Motherfucker, you came to the internet talking crazy and exposing all this information. You put the target on your back. You made sure that everybody knew about X, Y, and Z of you and Zion's relationship and brought the heat down on you. You did this. Zion hasn't said a motherfucking thing. Zion hasn't said shit. So for you to even insinuate that this is something he did or he caused, crazy. Bitch, you're nuts.
Literally. And I'm tired of it. He knows, he said he's gonna send me $62,000. I have yet to receive that since June.
Now, that part right there was very interesting because who makes a video about domestic violence and being a victim of domestic violence and then just throw in there, he was supposed to send me $62,000 and I have yet to receive it. Oh, did you just tell on yourself, Goofy? Did you just tell on yourself? Did you just expose yourself for the real reason why you making this video? Because there's a pattern there. There's a pattern there. You know, when you was on Twitter talking all this shit, you kept bringing up all this money, 60 grand, 40 grand, 60 something $1,000, all this shit, showing screenshots. Oh, I'm going to send you the money. All this shit about sending money. And now it kind of makes sense, right? I didn't receive my $62,000, so here's my next attempt at getting the money that I deserve. I'm going to put out there that Zion Williamson is a woman beater. But see, you fucked up because if you didn't fucking fumble the rock so early on Twitter trying to be the fucking trending topic for saying all this goofy shit, maybe people actually would have believed you. But because they see that you're a clout chaser and that you'll do anything for the money and for the attention, it didn't cross anybody's mind that maybe you were telling the truth about this.
I'm literally here. Like, he's literally a liar. You guys, everything he says, he's a liar. He's not who he says he is. I literally been saving face. I did not want to come to the world and let you guys know what he has been doing to me my entire relationship with him. He is a woman beater, and the NBA needs to know this.
She said, I miscarried because you were beating me, Zion. Tell the world how you want me to lie and say it was an abortion. Holy. She even posted this. No woman deserves this. You can't silence me anymore, Zion. Zion has been beating me since 2022, and the monthly payments he was giving me was not to go to the press because of his endorsements. What? Can anybody say that? Like, I found this to be extremely disrespectful to women who have been victims of domestic abuse. I found this to be very disrespectful towards that. Like, how you putting on this front or this show or this weird front because you're not getting paid or you not having the baby of this nigga? I mean, it's very clear. I mean, take me to court. You can sue me if you want to for whatever the fuck I'm saying. But good luck proving what you talking about. Good luck with your legal standpoint, because if this nigga decide to sue you now, it's a wrap. If this nigga decide to sue you now, it is a wrap. You already threatened to do revenge porn. You done threatened to do all types of shit. And now you over here trying to say that this man abused you and putting a date on it as well. You're going to have to prove that. And motherfuckers gonna be like, well, what if she does prove it? Nah, there ain't gonna be no proof behind that shit. I know a clout chasing, acting ass motherfucker when I see one. You can tell when somebody is making some false accusations. Now, one teardrop. This motherfucker was wiping the top of her eyelid, and she said, what the fuck? When did tears exist up here? That shit is crazy to me. And I honestly feel like she trolling. I do. I feel like this is a troll. I feel like she knows what she's doing, and she knows that she's going to get a reaction. She knew people were going to be like, you're lying, bitch, you lying. And that's why she did it. That shit is crazy. It's insane. And I honestly hope that Zion takes a legal standpoint. I hope he drops some litigation on this motherfucker. Because if he don't, he's going to be as dumb as I thought he is. Zion is not the brightest kid in the room. But I hope that he does take, because this is ridiculous. I would never want this jacket on me no matter what. And it seems like he's been trying to avoid her. Or maybe the NBA's been trying to tell him, oh yeah, avoid it. You know, don't respond. She's insane. She's a crazy lady. Nah, man. Get your lawyers together. Spin the bag that you was trying to spin on these ungrateful fucking crazy ass bitches and spin it on some fucking lawyers that'll actually do something to help you in this situation. This is what happens when you choose these witches. No vetting, just looking at their body and looking at what they got on Instagram and being like, I can hit that because I'm a millionaire. Y'all niggas got to choose. If there's anything to learn from this Zion Williamson situation, for one, stop spinning the bag on these motherfuckers that just want to be around you for the bread that you got. They already found a loophole. They said, well, we already fine. They already going to spend the money. Nah, fuck that. Quit spending money on these. I promise you, if every nigga out here that got bread stops spending money on hoes, do you understand how to shift what happened in this world? Do you understand what the fuck we'll be seeing? Do you understand what type of motherfuckers will emerge through social media? Do you want to see a wild streak of depression? Have these niggas stop giving these motherfuckers thousands of dollars a month just because they trying to fuck. You're not marrying these women. You're not impregnating these women. You're not trying to spend the rest of your life with these women. How about we go back to the age where niggas hit just off a GP, just because the bitch wanted you to hit? How about that? Whatever happened to the fact that motherfuckers just wanted you to smash because of who you was, not because you can give them 60 bands, 40 bands a month? Come on, man. Now, if she come up missing one day, I'm not finna sit up here and be like, damn, that's fucked up. She did too much. She did too much. And people need to understand that real life exists. Real life exists. And when they go through the pressures of real life, they start acting weird. Like Adam 22, for instance. Or Adam Graham Mason. We're not gonna call him Adam 22. We calling him by his Klansman name, his born Klansman name, Adam Graham Mason. We gonna call him by that. Here we have Adam Graham Mason. This is the last nigga I'm finna talk about before I get out of here, because this shit, I know some people gonna be like, man, don't pay this no mind, man. This is typical, man. Culture vultures exist, man. Whatever, bro. Don't give it no energy. Fuck that. I'm finna talk about this shit. Because Adam 22 has been getting his motherfucking brain waves twisted with all these jokes and all these videos and memes and all types of shit regarding his wife who got blacked by the BBC, Jason Love. Now, he may not care so much about that, and everybody's like, oh, you know, this is what they do. They freaky, all this some white people shit. All right, cool. But this man has been trying to be way too overly confident in the fact that he's okay with what the fuck just happened, and it's kind of making it look like he's overcompensating for something. Now, he must have got tired of the jokes, but I want y'all to hear this real quick. Listen.
Hey, okay. And I'm going to tell you one last thing before I get off this, is that if my next child comes out African-American, I'm going to love him or her and raise them like my own, because that's how woke I am, brother.
This nigga sound like a Klansman, bro.
My own, because that's how woke I am, brother. Woke I am, brother. Woke I am, brother.
This motherfucker look like Hunter Biden. Let me tell you something, man. He is trying his hardest to show that what happened to his woman did not affect him. But let me tell you what he's trying to do now. Adam Graham Mason was like, all right, let me get the heat off of me and my wife's vagina that got stretched out to the 7th degree. Let me go ahead and do something else, because, you know, the other narrative about me was that I'm a culture vulture and I only feed off of black people beefing with each other. Let me go back to that just to get some of the heat off of my wife getting fucked by another nigga, deep stroke, and biting the motherfucking sheets and being like, oh shit, I ain't never had this before in my life, out of my goddamn head. And this is what happened. He went live with somebody named FYBJ Main and the notorious Crip Mac. And this is what happened. I want y'all, even though y'all can hear these two gentlemen down here beef with each other, please pay attention to Adam 22 this entire video. Please do that.
Play with me,
Don't beat these motherfuckers to get up with you, boy. Stop
Get
playing.
up with me, nigga. I need Billy Western.
Don't beat these motherfuckers to knock them tattoos off
Homie,
your
I
face,
love,
boy.
nigga.
Fuck is you playing with, boy? Stop
Hey,
playing
fuck
with me, nigga.
you, cuz.
That little
Fuck
ass
your mama.
rag you got
Fuck
on your
your
mouth.
granny,
Hey,
nigga.
take that motherfucking
Nigga,
rag off
yeah,
too,
from
boy.
your family,
You disrespecting the Crip.
I
Only
look-
fuck with the real
I don't
Crips,
give
boy.
a fuck.
Stop
I'll
whooping
spit
like
on you,
that.
nigga.
You be whooping.
Listen,
You be
I'll
whooping.
spit on you,
I
nigga.
fuck the real
I
Crip.
am disrespectful.
Hey, I ain't
nigga.
never
I'll
been
on
spit
you,
on.
boy.
Little ass
Spit
nigga.
on you, nigga. Don't ever.
Look how excited this white boy is to see two black people talking about trying to kill each other.
Let me see you. Tell me.
Hey, you gonna do what?
Look how entertained he is. This is, matter of fact, this right now, what you seeing is not just Adam, but it's a vast majority of white kids who are infatuated with hood mentality, the streets, all that type of shit. These are the kids that be buying the records to all the music that these executives keep signing the same type of niggas for. These are the same motherfuckers that be pulling up to all these festivals. These are the ones that be sitting back really heavily supporting the type of rap that a lot of people are getting tired of. because they're infatuated with the street life. These are the same people in the audience of Adam 22, of Academics, of Vlad TV. These are those people. These are the ones you see defending the shit on the internet when you see black people show their grievance for shit like this.
Hello? Can
Hey,
you
you
not
gonna
hear
do what?
back it?
Stop
They
it.
say I'm slow. You
Stop it
slow?
and knock it off.
Are you slow?
Stop it and knock it out, fat boy.
Bitch, you
Stop
sick.
it and knock it
You
out, fat
toucher.
boy.
Yo, this is like DC meets Marvel. We got Chicago meeting up with
Mark
50
you out.
Hey, I'm gonna fuck you up, Chris. Hey, you can fight.
Look at this
I think
corny
you've been
ass
working
white bitch.
Yo, this is like DC meets Marvel. We got Chicago meeting up with
Mark
50
you out.
Hey, I'm gonna fuck you up, Chris. Hey, you can fight.
What a typical mayonnaise thing to say in the middle of two ignorant niggas beefing. This is like Marvel and DC. We got Chicago versus 55th Street. These type of white individuals do not understand the ramification behind this type of shit. Now, people can say what they want to say. They can be like, well, these niggas probably doing it for the camera. They doing it just for the clicks and for the entertainment. All right, cool. Say what you want to say. But there are people out here that pay attention to this shit. It's not just the corny white boys who are infatuated with the street life. There are niggas out here that are affiliated, niggas out here that really be in the street, that see shit like this, and it turns them niggas up. They feel like this type of shit is acceptable. They feel like this type of shit is cool. And then you have somebody on the outside, somebody that's not of the culture, endorsing it and showing it off to his followers like it ain't shit, like it's just some type of Monday Night Raw type shit. Corny ass nigga, man. Adam 22 is a weirdo, and he's been a weirdo. But he's the type of person where he'll use his money and his fame and the things that he's accomplished out here in the media game as a blanket to help cozy him up at night so that he cannot pay attention to the fucked up things that he actually is doing in the culture. Shit don't make no sense to me. That's why I stopped watching No Jumper. I stopped doing all that shit. Only reason I'm talking about this now is just to keep the bug in y'all ear to stay away from niggas like this. I want y'all to see what type of shit, because I know a lot of people see what they see when things are presented to them, as far as like when a nigga drops something on YouTube or, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But a lot of this shit be happening behind the scenes. A lot of this shit be happening on their social media accounts. He'll go live and it'll be some shit like this while he at home cozied up with his gaping hole of a vagina for a wife and his daughter, who he's hoping that will grow up and create an OnlyFans and get black like her mother. Ain't gotta deal with none of this shit. See, this is why I get mad when people go and flood these type of platforms just because it starts getting popular. You make these type of guys rich off of shit they don't know about, care to even know about, or even take into consideration before even posting shit or having some shit happen. He's all about the clicks. He's all about the views. He's all about all that shit, because if he wasn't, he definitely wouldn't let his wife get fucked. I'll tell you that much. He definitely wouldn't have let that happen. You see, a shift kind of happened in No Jumper when all the niggas that was actually helping the platform stay afloat left, and he had to bring in new niggas that was begging to have a chance to get on that platform. See, Adam didn't think that at first. Adam thought because of his platform, because of what he was doing for the guys that was there, that they'd never leave. See, he had the mentality of Adam Graham Mason. Oh, I am a powerful white man who is able to pay these guys salaries. These niggers aren't going anywhere. They can hate me. They can talk shit about me. They can have problems with me exposing their life and things personal about them that they don't want to get out to the public. I don't give a fuck, because I run shit. I pay these niggers. They got to do what I say. His name is Adam Graham Mason. What the fuck more do you want? What more do you want? His name is Adam Grand Mason. I was so happy when them niggas left. I was waiting for some shit like that to happen. To where niggas grew a backbone and then allow themselves to be subjected to some bullshit like that, like No Jumper. Adam doesn't really fuck with people like Crip Mac or the other nigga that's on the live. Those are the people that make shit entertaining for him, that help him make revenue off his show or off his Instagram, whatever the case may be. Y'all ain't nothing but dollar signs, black ass dollar signs to Adam Grand Mason. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to call it out every single time. I don't give a fuck. Say what you want. You can say I'm hating. You can say whatever the fuck you want, but I'm going to keep it real every time it comes to that situation. Fuck Adam 22, Grand Mason. Fuck everything about him. Fuck No Jumper. Fuck Plug Talk. Fuck his wife, literally. I know she liked it. I know she gonna go back. That's another thing, Adam. I just want to let you know. You think it's done. You think it's one and done. You think that check was just a check. No, she did things and felt things she never felt before. This bitch was biting the sheets. This motherfucker let him. You can't pick Lena up. You can't pick her up and fuck her. Jason did that. She never had that shit before in her life. Had her butthole spread wide the fuck open. Was jamming that motherfucker. Bah, 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 bah. Had the motherfucker upside down eating the box. Had her bent over talking about some bow, bow, bow. Blacked the shit out of her. You had to watch that shit. And if you didn't watch the shit, guess what? You're going to come across it on Twitter one day without even knowing the shit. You're just going to see it. That's why, matter of fact, you was forced to watch it because you knew you was going to probably pop up on it anyway. You had to sit there and watch your wife get digged down like she never has before. You motherfuckers done fucked 100,000 times and she ain't never had a reaction like that. I know it's killing you inside. I know it's making your Jimmy feel smaller. I know it's making your brain turn upside down. That's why you got to go and try to find any nigga you can to be entertaining for you and your motherfucking lives. Fuck you, Adam Grand Mason, and fuck your motherfucking wife. And you know what? Fuck it. Fuck that child. I don't give a fuck about none of them motherfuckers. Y'all all gonna grow up to be fucked up out here. I promise you that. You gonna see it. You gonna see it. Say I'm hating if you want to. I had to get that off my damn chest. Fucking weirdo ass family. I don't give a fuck about none of them niggas, man. You a culture vulture ass nigga and you gonna fucking live and die that way. Culture vulture ass nigga. Now, GMS fam, the green room. It's been a dope show. I appreciate every single one of y'all for popping out. I hope y'all have a blessed rest of the week. I don't know if I'm going to be doing another show this week because I got some things I need to handle. But we'll see. I hope y'all pull up. I appreciate everybody that pulled up today. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App today if you are feeling generous. I most appreciate it. Let's go. You'll be helping out the GMS fam. You know, I say a lot of things, man, off of routine. But one day I am going to find the because, you know, I find it to be very, I don't know. I think a lot of people are dishonest when they do certain things or when they try to do like subathons or do donations or anything like that. But one day I might do it. One day I might do it. I just look at it as something that sounds crazy. But at the end of the day, we all out here trying to do something positive. So if you want to help improve the GMS show, help us continue to be great over here on YouTube, you know what to do, man. YouTube is a place that likes to compress people and bring people less and less and don't want to bring people out to the forefront and have more people see what they're doing. But with y'all help continuously pulling up every week, man, I appreciate it. Just know anything, any support, any form of support is appreciated genuinely over here at the GMS show. So thank y'all, GMS fam, the green room, everybody that pulled up today. Love Lace, Zen Master, 24, Jack Jones, Toke Champs, Glittery Bubbles, Big Dave. I see y'all. King Lukey's in the building. Dad to the max. CDT Beats, Jan Wynn. My brother Fooster Files is in the building. How you say that name? Zudeka? Zudeka. There we go. Zudeka. Samajin in the building. Justin Furlow. Sanaz in the building. I see y'all. Hey, shout out King Lukey. I see you, brother. I appreciate you. GMS fam, the green room has been real. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Keep that peace, love, and positive energy and that green mind state. One love. We out.